Greetings. Welcome to Viewattitudes in the Morning. My name is Victor Irving Jenkins, and this morning's View Attitude is, how do you feel when you get pulled over by a policeman? What's it like for you when you see those flashing blue lights behind you? Many of you watching this have never been arrested for anything, but almost all of us have been stopped for some reason or another. How do you handle that? How do you handle that? Well, that depends upon your view attitude. One of the simplest things you can do to avoid getting a ticket is when you are pulled over, immediately respect the policeman's authority and accept the fact that you're wrong. Now, that might not be what you want to do. None of us really enjoy being in that position. But if you want to avoid a ticket, that is the number one thing that you can do. Think of yourself as being at the mercy of the policeman, and then beg for mercy. Certainly your view attitude will lead you to do this or to not do that, but in reality, you are at the mercy of the policeman. You're not in a court of law. You're not having a debate. You've been pulled over by an officer of the law who already thinks that you're guilty. And he doesn't have to prove that you're guilty. He simply pulls you over, and once he pulls you over and he already thinks that you're guilty, the absolute worst thing that you can do is to contest it. Now, if you plan to go to court and protest a ticket and make a case for yourself, that's one thing. But if you simply want to get on about your day and forget about this unfortunate experience, simply accept his authority and beg for mercy. Period. In addition to what you say, some things that you do might also be helpful. For instance, when you see the blue light behind you, don't try to outrun the policeman. Don't make him wait. Simply pull your car over, stop your car, turn it off, roll down the window, and put your hand on the steering wheel and wait for him to show up. Don't make him wait and tap on your windshield like they do in a television program. And keep your hands in place. By putting your hands on your steering wheel, you are not a threat. The policeman's job is very difficult. And sometimes he doesn't know if he's going to make it back home or not. In the course of one day, a policeman can pull over an innocent motorist like you or me, and at the same time he can get his head blown off by somebody in the car. And keep in mind, the policeman doesn't like paperwork any more than you do. He's not really looking for something else to do. So if you do those simple things, stop the car, put your hands on the steering wheel, roll down the window, and look at the policeman, look at the officer innocently and say, I'm sorry. That's really the best strategy that you can have. Of course, you don't want to do it with an arrogant attitude, and you don't want to do it so that he thinks that you're making fun of him. But if you do those simple things, you may be able to avoid getting a traffic ticket. Oh, and by the way, sometime when you find yourself in a speed trap or in a situation where the person is under a quota and they have to do a certain number of traffic tickets, hey, don't beat yourself up. You can't do anything about that, and you don't know whether that's the case or not. If you implement these simple things that I have told you, if you alter your view attitude about policemen, you will get less tickets rather than more tickets. I can assure you of that. That, my friend, is my view attitude for today. As we have understood what view attitude is, if you change your view, you can change your attitude. So, if this has benefited you, I would love to hear from you. Tune in next time for our next View Attitude of the Morning. Put your thoughts and your comments below. I am Victor Irving Jenkins. Bye for now.